of non-linear space. The first one was the basic example, and in this example we have seen that if the our vector space is either real number, set of real number, or set of complex number, then the absolute value function forms a norm. The absolute value function forms a norm. Absolute value function forms a norm. Actually, we know that if k is any field, then k raised to power n, that is n tuple of scalars, that is k raised to power n, the element of k raised to power n will be of type alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n, where alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n belongs to the field. If k is any field, then k raised to power n forms a vector space over k. In particular, if k is r, set of real number, then r raised to power n forms a vector space over the field r. Similarly, c raised to power n, c is the complex number, set of complex number, then c raised to power n forms a vector space over the field c. So if we are, and also r is form a vector space over r, any one, and c also forms a vector space over c. Actually, every field f forms a vector space over itself. So r is a field, so r is a vector space, r is also a vector space over r. Similarly, c is a vector space over c. So if we are considering the vector space either r or c, then the absolute value function forms a norm. So we have seen all these three conditions. First one was the positive definiteness. Positive definiteness means norm of x equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0 for all x belonging to the vector space, and only zero vector will be mapped to the zero real number. Only zero vector will be mapped to the zero real number. This is the homogeneity property. And this was the triangle inequality. So we have shown in the last lecture that this form a norm, and it forms a Banach space also. Because the C and R both are complete. Complete means each Cauchy sequence converges in it. If we take any Cauchy sequence, then it will converge in it. In the case of set of real number, every convergent sequence is Cauchy sequence and Cauchy sequence is convergent sequence. Suppose if we are talking about the real sequences or complex sequences of real number or sequences of complex number, then if it is convergent, then it will be Cauchy. If it is Cauchy, then it will be convergent. But this is not true in the case of metric space and normed linear space. In metric space or normed linear space, every convergent sequence is a Cauchy sequence, but Cauchy sequence may not converge. So if each Cauchy sequence converges also, if each Cauchy sequence in the space capital X converges in the space capital X, then it is called complete. So the next example was Euclidean and unitary space. Suppose we are considering r raised to power n as a vector space over the field R, or c raised to power n as a vector space over the field C. R raised to power n as a vector space over R, and c raised to power n as a vector space over C. Then this vector space with this function, this vector space form a norm, and it is complete also. So it forms a Banach space, and it is called n-dimensional Euclidean space for this one, and n-dimensional unitary space for c raised to power n. In norm 2 means we are taking the modulus of each real number or complex number, because this one is x1, this x1, this x2, this xn will be either a real number or complex number. Will be either real number or complex number. So we are taking the modulus and we are squaring. We are taking the modulus and we are squaring all these. Taking the modulus and squaring all these and raised to power 1 by 2. Then in this manner we are defining a function. We are defining a function and we see that this is a norm linear space. This function becomes a norm. So this one or this form a norm linear space and it is complete also. So in the last lecture we have seen all the properties for to become norm linear space. So this is a triangle inequality, all the property. With the help of Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, we have proved this one also. C raised to power n, R raised to power n are norm linear space. Actually, not only for two. If we are taking here one, norm 1, then it also forms norm linear space over R raised to power n and C raised to power n as a vector space. R raised to power n as a vector space means R raised to power n over R. Here R is the field. Here C raised to power n, here C is the field. Whenever we are considering about vector space, then we have to think about the हेलो हाँ जी हाँ हाँ गोविंद जी पार्क हाँ ए ब्लॉक क्या चीज ए ब्लॉक है ए ब्लॉक 601 6 छठा फ्लोर हाँ लिफ्ट लगी है हाँ हाँ आ जाएगा लिफ्ट में हाँ अलाउड है बहुत ज्यादा भारी सामान अलाउड नहीं है बट वो तो आप पार्ट्स में लेके आओगे ना नट बोल्ट वाला है ना हाँ अलाउड है नहीं अलाउड होगा तो स्टेयर्स हैं वो 1 बाय 1 करके आ जाएगा अलाउड है वैसे सामान तो ऐसे ही आया था हाँ नहीं छठा माला ये बात पहले हो चुकी है एड्रेस लिखवाया हुआ हूँ पहला माला कैसे बोल रहे हैं 601 है तो छठा माला होगा ना हाँ 601 है ना तो हाँ छठा माला हो तो पहले बात हुई है लिफ्ट में अलाउ है वो तो पार्ट्स होंगे ना जैसे नट बोल्ट वाला बना हुआ है ना हाँ तो लिफ्ट में आ जाएगा कोई दिक्कत नहीं लिफ्ट में आ जाएगा हाँ ठीक है so let me continue. So not only for 2, if we take here 1 means norm 1 defined like norm 1 equal to mod x1 plus mod x2 plus mod xn, then it will also form a vector space. Suppose we are taking here 3, that is mod x1 cube plus mod x2 cube plus mod xn cube raised to power 1 by 3, then it also forms a vector space. It also forms a non-linear space and Fibonacci space. This function form a norm. If we are taking here 5, 6, 7, so on, for any p which is greater than or equal to 1 and less than infinity, it form a norm. It form a norm for c raised to power n and r raised to power n. So here we are proving for this one for p equal to 2, and then we will generalize it and we will prove it for any p, So in the last lecture we have proved all these. We have shown that in the last lecture, we have shown that this is a non-linear space, non-linear space. Now we will show here the completeness of this one, completeness of this. So to show that it is complete, we will show that each Cauchy sequence in it converges in it. Each Cauchy sequence in it converges in it. So to show that it is complete, consider any Cauchy sequence. So let xm m equal to 1 to infinite, that is x1 x2 xm minus 1 be a Cauchy sequence in c raised to power n or r raised to power n. Means these are the complex numbers or real numbers. These x1 x2 xm and so on, these are the complex number or real numbers, or real numbers. Okay? These are the complex number or real numbers. So we are considering this xm as a Cauchy sequence. Now since these x1 x2 and xm, all these belongs to either c raised to power n or r raised to power n. So these are the these x1 x2 and all these will be n tuple of real numbers or complex number like this. Will be n tuple of real number or complex number like this. Will be n tuple of real number or complex number like this. Suppose if we are taking xm, then xm will be x1m, x2m, xnm. We are denoting xm by this. Suppose x1 here, suppose we are putting x1, then x1 will be x11, x21, xn1. If m equal to 2, that is x2, then it will be x12, x22, xn2. उसका फोन फिर इसका फोन. All these are n tuples. All these are n tuples. This xam is the kth coordinate of xm. Now this xm is a Cauchy sequence. Xm is a Cauchy sequence. Therefore, apply the definition of Cauchy sequence. Cauchy sequence means for each epsilon is greater than 0, there exists a positive integer n such that xm minus xl, norm of xm minus xl, norm of 2 norm, xm minus xl less than epsilon for all ml greater than or equal to capital N. This is the definition of Cauchy sequence. This is the definition of Cauchy sequence. Cauchy sequence की definition पता ही है कि कोई भी epsilon छोटा से छोटा दे दें, एक ऐसा पॉजिटिव इंटीजर n एग्जिस्ट करेगा जिसके आगे के कोई भी दो टर्म्स ले लें, आगे के कोई भी दो टर्म्स लेंगे, उनके बीच की डिस्टेंस लेस देन एप्सिलॉन हो जाएगी. For each epsilon there exists a positive integer n such that if we take any two number m and l greater than or equal to n, then xm minus xl will be less than epsilon. एक ऐसा पॉजिटिव नंबर n मिलेगा, पॉजिटिव इंटीजर n मिलेगा कैपिटल n, कि उसके आगे के कोई भी दो टर्म्स ले लें, उनके बीच की डिस्टेंस लेस देन एप्सिलॉन हो जाएगी. This is coming from the definition of Cauchy sequence. Now square both sides. Then apply the definition of 2 norm 2. Apply the definition. ये definition apply कर दिया. Definition को देखो, see the definition here. Definition कैसे था? इस तरह से था, है ना? x1, x2, xn. Take modulus of each and square and add and raise to power 1 by 2. If we square both sides, then this will be norm square equal to mod x1 square plus mod x2 square plus mod xn square. Take square if you are taking if you are squaring both sides, तो यहाँ पे 2 आ जाएगा इधर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में और यहाँ से 2 गायब हो जाएगा, है ना? तो वही चीज है यहाँ पे, वही चीज है यहाँ पे. This is the square, ना, norm square. So use the definition of norm, summation I equal to 1 to n mod xim minus xil का square less than epsilon square. This is the ith term. This is the ith term of xm, and this is the ith term of xl का ith term है ना। XL में कैसे टर्म्स होंगे? XL में X1L, X2L, X3L, XIL, XNL. Because XL is an n tuple, XM is also an n tuple. XM के टर्म्स होंगे X1M, X2M, X3M, XNM, like this है ना, like this. So यहाँ पहुंचे। Since all terms are positive, this is the modulus. All terms are positive, and some positive numbers is less than epsilon square. So each term individually will be less than epsilon square. Each term individually will be less than epsilon square. I equal to 1 to n के लिए ना, for I equal to 1, I equal to 1 के लिए भी होगा, I equal to 2 के लिए भी होगा, I equal to n के लिए भी होगा. Suppose capital A plus capital B plus capital C less than epsilon, and capital A, capital B, capital C are positive. Sum of these positive numbers is less than epsilon, so each individual term will also be less than epsilon. तो उसी तरह से है, सारे less than epsilon होंगे for all I equal to 1 to n के लिए. Then this implies that take square root of both sides, square हटाओ. From this inequality we can write this one less than epsilon for all mn greater than m. So this shows that xi is a Cauchy sequence in real number or complex number. If all are real number, then xi is a Cauchy sequence of real numbers. If all are complex number, we are considering if c raised to power n, all the n tuples of the complex number, then this will show that xi is a Cauchy sequence of complex numbers. So for I equal to 1 to n, x1 will also be, x2 will also be, and xn will also be, है ना। For each fixed I, यहाँ पे ये फिक्स हो रहा है, जैसे यहाँ पे xm था, उसी तरह से x1 होगा, x2 होगा, x3 होगा, x4 होगा. तो for each fixed I, जैसे यहाँ पे अगर हम कंसीडर करें इसको, यहाँ पे x1, x2, x3 लेके चलें, x1, x2, x3 so on. तो यहाँ पे x1m आएगा, फिर x2m आएगा, x3m, x1 suppose it is true for I equal to 1 to n. Suppose if we are taking I equal to 1, then we are getting here x1m minus x1l less than epsilon for all ml greater than n, greater than capital N. So it shows that x1, x2, x3 and xn, all these are Cauchy sequence in either R or C. This shows that for each fixed I equal to 1 to n, xim, m equal to 1 to infinity, is a Cauchy sequence of complex numbers or real numbers, है ना, m equal to 1 to infinity. यहाँ से जब यहाँ पे x1 लेके चलेंगे तो ये 1 आएगा, यहाँ पे 1 आएगा, यहाँ ऊपर x2 लेके चलेंगे तो यहाँ 2 आएगा, x3 लेके चलेंगे यहाँ 3 आएगा. तो ये यहाँ से x1 a यहाँ से इसको कंसीडर करना है, ये x1, x2, x3, x4 इस तरह से डिफाइन होगा. उस तरह से यहाँ से फर्स्ट कोऑर्डिनेट पूरा ले लेंगे, ये Cauchy सीक्वेंस बनेगा. सिमिलरली सेकंड कोऑर्डिनेट विल बी Cauchy सीक्वेंस, सिमिलरली थर्ड कोऑर्डिनेट विल बी Cauchy सीक्वेंस, सिमिलरली nth कोऑर्डिनेट विल बी Cauchy सीक्वेंस. सो n Cauchy सीक्वेंस यहाँ से मिलेंगी for each I equal to 1 to n के लिए. And we know that C and R is complete, so each of these sequences converges to a point, say Zi. Either Zi will be a real number or a complex number, because C and R is complete. So every Cauchy sequence will converge in it. So suppose we are considering that Zi is the limit. That is limit m tending to infinite xim equal to Zi, I equal to 1 to n. Limit m tending to infinite x1m equal to Z1. Limit m tending to infinite x2m equal to Z2. And so on, and so on. So यहां तक किसी को डाउट है? यहां तक किसी को डाउट है क्या? हेलो, इज देयर एनी
No,
डाउट
sir.
अप टू दिस पॉइंट?
No, sir.
हाँ ठीक, ओके ओके। हाँ, लैपटॉप मुझे चेंज करना पड़ा, फिर से मेल करना है। एक मिनट। So, so we are saying that each sequences like this xim converges to zi. That is, this is happening. x1m z1, x2m z2, x3m z3, limit m tending to infinite way, limit m tending to infinite way, and say that z1 z2 zn denote by z. So this z will belong to c raised to power n or r raised to power n, whatever the case. अगर सारे कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर हैं तो ये z1 z2 zn कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर होगा, इट विल बिलोंग टू c raised to power n. एंड इफ ऑल यू आर कंसीडरिंग r raised to power n, सारे सीक्वेंसेस कॉची सीक्वेंस जो सेट ऑफ रियल नंबर की बनेगी तो किसी रियल नंबर में कन्वर्ज करेगी, तो z1 z2 zn विल बी ए रियल नंबर, तो दिस z विल बिलोंग टू r raised to power n. So this z will belong to r raised to power n or c raised to power n. Now we saw that the Cauchy sequence xm converges to the point z equal to z1 z2 zn belonging to c raised to power n or r raised to power n. We saw that this Cauchy sequence, which we have considered in the first line when जब प्रूफ स्टार्ट किया था, जो कॉची सीक्वेंस लिया था उसे दिखाएंगे कि z को कन्वर्ज करती है. सो टू प्रूव दिस लेट l टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट इन 1 क्या था हमारे पास, ये है हमारे पास, इसमें l टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट लेते हैं. जब l टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट लेंगे, देखो यहाँ पे जब लिमिट m टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट, एक लिमिट m टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट xim zi पे जाता है. अगली देन लिमिट l टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट अगर है, लिमिट l टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट xil इज आल्सो zi. ये m तो एक नंबर है, m टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट करें या l टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट करें. जब इसमें आएगा l टेंडिंग टू इनफाइनाइट, देन इट विल बी zi है ना, zi बनेगा ये. सो लेके चलो, taking l tending to infinite in 1, then by 2 we can write this. 2 means a. For all m is greater than or equal to n, because m and l was greater than or equal to n, l tending to infinite ले रहे हैं, वो तो खत्म हो गया केस. m is greater than or equal to n, ये बना. And this is the norm 2 square by the definition of norm. Take the square root of both sides, then you will get this. And it shows that the xm converges to z. xm converges to z because for each epsilon is greater than 0, there exists a positive integer n such that xm minus z, norm of xm minus z is less than epsilon for all m is greater than or equal to n. For all m is greater than or equal to n. So this shows that xm is converges to z in r raised to power n or c raised to power n. That is Cauchy sequence xm converges to z. Hence C raised to power n and R raised to power n are complete space, and consequently they are Banach spaces. Consequently they are Banach spaces. They are Banach spaces. So actually in this current example we have taken norm 2, but we see that p may be any number, real number between 1 to infinity, then it will form a norm. It will form a norm and the space forms a Banach space. Norm भी है और complete भी है. Complete भी है. एक मिनट होल्ड करें. आज डिस्टरबेंस बहुत ज्यादा रहा. ऐसा करते हैं कि इसके आगे नेक्स्ट लेक्चर पे स्टार्ट करते हैं. ये फाइल मैं अपलोड कर देता हूं और इसे आप एक बार पढ़ने की कोशिश करना. जस्ट रीड योरसेल्फ एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. It is just exactly similar to the previous example. Just here we are using, in place of 2 we are using p. If p equal to 1, then it will form a norm also. If p is infinity, if we are defining any function like this, modulus of each coordinate and taking the maximum, then it also form a norm. It is called L1 norm, and this is called supremum norm. Supremum norm or uniform norm. And in general we define like this, where p is any number lying between 1 to infinity, then it form a norm. It form a non-linear space, and this LPN, actually this LPN is the same as R raised to power n or C raised to power n, or in general K raised to power n, where K is any field. वही है, बस यहाँ पे नोटेशन एक अलग दिया जा रहा है, because n is also involved, p is also involved, and n is also involved. So we are denoting it by LPN, but this LPN is same as R raised to power n or C raised to power n or K raised to power n, where K is any field. Then first of all we will show that this forms a non-linear space. Triangular inequality we will show with the help of Minkowski inequality. And while using Minkowski inequality, we will use the Holder's inequality also, and we will show the completeness of this exactly in the similar manner as we previously we did in the case of 2 norm. जैसे last वाले example में भी किया, उसी तरह से exactly same we will prove. We will take a Cauchy sequence and we will show that it converges in LPN. It converges in LPN. It converges in LPN. Actually, LPN is nothing. This is the notation only. Just do not get confused. LPN is the same as the previous example, the space of the previous example. Capital R raised to power n or C raised to power n, or in general K raised to power n, where K is any number. So in different books you find different notations. If you are looking at 4 books, then you will find 4 different notations. So this is the general one. LPN ऐसे लिखते हैं इसको. ये K raised to power n और C raised to power n और R raised to power n ही है, कुछ अलग नहीं है. इसके नेक्स्ट में देखेंगे the sequence spaces, उसको भी LP से डिनोट करेंगे. L नहीं, N नहीं रहेगा वहां पे, N नहीं रहेगा वहां पे, NP से डिनोट करेंगे, क्योंकि N डिनोट करने का ये मतलब है कि these are the space of n tuples. These are the space of n tuples of scalars. Scalars का मतलब the element of the field. The element of the field is called scalar, and the element of vector is called vector. Vector space is called vector. तो n है तो these are the space of n tuples और n हटा देंगे तो sequences x1 x2 x3 up to infinity because sequences में तो infinite terms है ना. So this also complete and it is also Fibonacci space. So the proof will be similar to the previous example. So try to learn, try to understand yourself. We will see this example in the next lecture. So mark your presence. Mark your presence. Actually, it is not difficult. It is looking difficult, but actually it is not. It is a matter of the notations and few concepts. अगर notations clear हैं और थोड़े से concepts clear हैं तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है इनको प्रूफ करने में और